Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, children. Welcome to the part 3 of Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu's story. And we'll continue from here observing the virtue of assertiveness in his personality. So here we go. When Umar radiallahu anhu was going to migrate to Medina, he made sure he announced it to everyone, challenging the Quraysh leaders to try and stop him if they could. He got ready with his sword and arrows and went straight to the Kaaba, where he did his tawaf and then performed his prayer on the station of Ibrahim alayhi salam. MashaAllah, he was so astonishingly assertive, open, that nobody followed him or nobody even tried to hurt him. After his migration to Medina, Umar radiallahu anhu earned his living as a trader and participated in all the battles with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He had a quality of wisdom, knowledge-seeking, and powerful usage of language. His words would affect the morale of the enemy on the battlefield. Later, Umar radiallahu anhu became a most trusted advisor for the Muslim government in Medina. He always wanted to learn to do what could please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He had followed Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's footsteps and kept learning from Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu too. One day, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu fell sick, and his sickness became serious. He sensed he might have to return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he wanted the Muslims to be given into the care of a Khalifa. For this he consulted the companions as to who they thought could be appropriate for this responsible task. Rehman bin Auf radiallahu anhu, Usman bin Affan radiallahu anhu, Ali radiallahu anhu, and Usayd radiallahu anhu were asked. Each one of them thought his Muslim brother was better. MashaAllah, what a beautiful relationship of respect they had for each other. However, finally they agreed upon Umar radiallahu anhu to be selected, and Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu had to force Umar radiallahu anhu to accept this offer. So when he finally accepted and took the office of the Khalifa, he addressed the nation. Umar radiallahu anhu was to ascend on the pulpit, which was used previously by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and later by Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. And Umar radiallahu anhu did not ascend up to the level of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. He kept himself down. Rather, he descended a step lower and thought that he was not as good as Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu was. Umar radiallahu anhu gave a beautiful, loud and clear-voiced speech to his people, where he said, "O Allah, I am indeed harsh, so make me gentle. I am weak, so make me strong. And I am miserly, so make me generous." For the first time, the people called him the Khalifa of Allah's Messenger. The title was Amirul Mumineen. Umar radiallahu anhu made lots of accomplishments during his decade of ruling the Muslims. Umar radiallahu anhu was the first to make the lunar year the official calendar for Muslims. Then secondly, Umar radiallahu anhu was the first to introduce the public ministry system, a system where all the salary and the records of the officials were kept. He also established a record-keeping system of messages that he sent to the governors and to the heads of states. In his record, he also knew all the men, the women, and the children he had to give stipends. Apart from stipends, other amounts that were given to the people from the public treasury. Another important thing that Umar radiallahu anhu did was that he was the first to appoint forces to keep civil order, like making the prisons for the first time and keeping a good civil check. During this time, mashallah, the Muslim state really covered a huge portion of the globe. The boundaries expanded towards the east, towards Indus, towards the west, the African desert, towards the mountain ranges of Asia, and the north, as well as the ocean in the south. So many people came together, and they all lived under the justice and mercy of Islam. They could practice their religion, but their rights were safeguarded, and they could practice their beliefs and customs, and nobody was forced to change to Islam. Even though Umar radiallahu anhu had a slave who was Christian, and he wanted him very much to become a Muslim, but he still could only invite him. If he did not agree, then Umar radiallahu anhu did nothing. Because there is no compulsion in religion. That is what the Quran says, and that is what Umar radiallahu anhu abided by. MashaAllah. Do remember, children, this is Umar radiallahu anhu, Amirul Mu'mineen, with whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was pleased, and he was pleased with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So let's find out how he was assertive. And for us, what can we understand from assertiveness? Being assertive means being positive and confident. It is knowing that you deserve respect. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created you with your unique set of qualities, your own ideas, your own opinions, and your talents. So you are ready to serve the people in the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can be pleased with us. When you are assertive, you choose what you will now do. On the other hand, imagine if we are not assertive, but rather passive. Is that our true self? Is that your special way? Or you are not expressing yourself? And that would make the world a poorer place to be. So without being aggressive, without feeling inferior to others, recognize you are worthy of respect. That's the way. Let's move forward to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. O Allah, make me assertive and humble and confident and caring. O Allah, let me learn these virtues and make the world a better place. And may you be pleased with me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for this. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.